This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 Mesa Ridge, model number 212FB. So this is a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? So you have a spray port right here, and so you can plug a sprayer into there. You have a power awning with LED strip, outside speakers. This is the vent for your range hood, so if you're running the fan in the range hood, you want this baffle flapping freely like it is right now. Okay. Some cranks, stabilizer crank, and this one also works on the power tongue jack. See the power tongue jack, if it ever fails, you can pull this rubber plug out of the top here and then crank it using that crank or a 3/4 inch socket, whatever you want to use. This is also prep for a backup camera and 2 side cameras, so keep that in mind. It's a kit, a Furrion kit you can buy. Well, we look at here, you have your solar controller. It does have a solar panel, so you have a solar controller. All you have to do is, the button you have to use is the upper right hand button. Right now it's telling us there's 13.4 volts in the system, which is really good. Push it again, we're gaining 0.9 amps and storing it in the battery. That's being converted from sunlight. And 14.5 amp hours, and then back to 13.4 volts. So you get 3 different screens with it. So that'll always tell you what's happening with your 12 volt system and with the solar panel. Deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks with full with an automatic changeover regulator. Of course, you have your power tongue jack. Okay. Come around to this side. Here's your sprayer that we talked about. This is a reducer for your power cord, and that is your dump hose right there. Moving towards the rear, you have your dump valves, gray and black valve. Black is total water and waste, gray is sick and shower water. This is your water station here. So basically you hook your city water up to here and you're all set. Now if you look at this valve here, when it's vertical, that'll get you city water. If you turn it horizontal like they show in this picture, you can fill your fresh water tank. The reason you want to fill your fresh water tank, if you don't have city water at the campsite you're camping on, you can pre-fill the tank and use the onboard pump to pump the water. So you have 2 options there. Your sprayer also hooks into here, and this is your black tank flush right here. So after you dump your black tank, you leave the valve open, hook the hose at the dump station right on there, and it'll spray out your tank. Okay, and then you have satellite and cable through right there. 30-foot, 30 amp power cord. We give you a reducer up in the front compartment. You have a Furrion backup camera, again a kit for it, or a hookup for it. You can either get just a backup camera or the 3-piece kit with 3 cameras, 2 side cameras and a backup camera. So that's up to you. You also have an antenna, or excuse me, it's not an antenna. You also have a ladder, which makes it easy to inspect your roof. The manufacturer states every 90 days you should inspect the roof, make sure everything's in good shape up there. You can't see what's happening up there unless somebody goes up there and looks. This is your water heater. The switches to control it are inside. Let me get this over here. Switches to control it are inside. I'll show you those when we get in there. And this is a hookup, a quick connect for the LP system. If you want to add a grill or something back, you can plug it in right there, okay? All right. Let's get in there. Here where the furnace is running. Okay, so first of all, this device here, if you can see it, it's kind of dark down here, is your power converter. So this converts AC to D. Wait a minute, let me see here. Is it this way? This way. Uh-oh. Let me get down closer so I can see. This converts AC to DC power. So, there we go. So you can see that you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers right here, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC down here. You got 12 volt fuses and a couple of breakers. Those are labeled. Also, it's a battery tender, so it's going to sense how much energy your battery needs. As long as you're plugged in, it's going to keep your battery charged. So when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator is going to charge the battery. When you're plugged in, this power converter charges the battery, and the solar panel charges the battery as it can, depending on what position the sun is, how the weather is outside, all those factors, okay? So 3 ways to charge it. Alrighty. Your refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator. This is just they'll take this off. That's just a cover for when they're shipping it. So the thing to remember is you have 3 different modes here. The first mode is the one you use most, A, which means automatic, and a picture of a plug. That's electric automatic. Electric automatic is the most common because it'll always seek out electricity first. If it can't find it, it'll automatically switch over and light on gas. Or if you're at a campground and you're out adventuring somewhere and the power goes out, it'll sense that and light on gas, and that way you won't spoil your food. So you can do it that way. You also could go to just electricity or just gas, but auto electric is the most common, okay? Alright. Keys are right here. You're still cleaning the trailer, by the way. You can tell it's a little dirty, but we're working on it. This is your range, obviously. Now you have 3 burners, and there's 3 knobs here. This one on the left is the sparker. You turn it clockwise, and then this is for your oven. So let me see what we got here. Because the furnace was just hooked up, it's going to take a few clicks to get the gas up there. There it is. But once you do that, I'll show you. Now that that's been done, it'll just light the first time you click it, okay? When it comes to the oven, there's a pilot light down here, right? So what you do is you go to the picture of the symbol of the pilot light, then you depress it. You light the pilot light, and once it lights, you hold it for 10 or 15 seconds. Hold this for 10 or 15 more seconds so the thermocouple can heat up. And you can go to whatever temperature you're operating at. When you shut it off, the pilot light will go off, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Always travel with this closed. Okay. Alrighty, so let me, right over here. So you have a remote for your TV here, and then a remote for your sound right here. So the sound, it has FM radio, no AM for some reason, but it has FM radio. It has a USB drive, an HDMI in. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. And it has 2 speaker zones. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. Okay? Of course, your TV has a swing-out bracket. It's a regular TV. Let's see what we have here. You have some storage underneath here. You can see there's drawers on this side, and just open storage on the other side too. Emergency escape window works like this. You push it all the way through, and then you would grab this tab and pull the screen out, and you can escape during an emergency. Okay. This device here is your carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not glowing green, then you want to get it serviced, okay? Because it's important. So this jackknife's flat here. This and do another bed. Your table, your dinette table, stores underneath here, and then you just shut it here. Wait a minute, let me do this right here. You shut it, and then put the cushion down into position. Okay? Your thermostat is simple. You just hit the mode button. Now this one you have to hold it to turn it on and off. So you're going to have to hold it for a few seconds before it lights up or powers down. Keep that in mind. But you can, I turned the fan on inadvertently. So let me go back. Automatic. So I put it onto auto, and then I'll go back to heat. Okay. You just pick out the mode that you want, of course. The shower and sink work like any other shower and sink. Obviously everything's winterized right now. The toilet, like all RV toilets, sits right over a black tank. So you can't use it dry. Dry meaning with the leaving the black tank empty. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. This is the flush pedal right there. So when you get there, you put a dose of chemical right in a bowl, and then step on the pedal and hold it down until you put at least a gallon of water in the tank along with the chemical. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, if you use it dry, it'll get clogged up and it'll smell terrible. So you always want to have a dose of chemical and at least a gallon of water. Also, when you're traveling, this is actually important, you have magnetic strips here, right, which holds it shut, but you still want to use this strap because you are rocking and rolling down the road. So, because if these start slamming together, they're plastic, but they will break if you don't use that little rubber latch there. Okay, this is a GFCI. All the receptacles in the trailer, even the one on the outside, are wired to a GFCI. So keep that in mind. This is where you reset it. Okay. So let me look around and see if I've forgotten anything or... Did I go over this or not? I must have when I first came in, huh? Well, in case I didn't, I'll do it again. Maybe I got sidetracked when I came in the door, I don't know. But your slide room is right here. Your power awning is right here. Never leave it out unattended. You have lights here. Your water pump is here. The water pump is used to pump water out of the fresh water tank when you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. You light your water heater on gas here. You can turn it on electric here. Never run this without water in the water heater tank. If it's been drained, like it's drained right now because it's winterized, make sure you fill it back up before you turn it on. That's very important. Okay? And of course your levels are all here. It tells you, it goes up in 1/3 increments. It tells you what level your tanks are and your battery and that sort of thing. Okay? Okay. I guess I didn't tell you that. It's getting late in the day. I'm not sure what I did, but you either heard it once or twice. So as I look around, there's a smoke detector, of course. Okay. Now, first of all, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. And please remember what I said about inspecting the roof. People generally don't inspect the roof enough. So you want to send somebody up there or go up there yourself every 90 days or so. Look for damage to the roofing material or the roofing attachments that could be caused by, let's say, low branches or road debris. Look at the sealant up there and make sure there's no cracking or separation where water can get through. You can't see what's happening up there unless you physically look, and you can't see it from the ground, so you have to go up there and check it out. You're just protecting your investment by doing that. So do that. And right now, this is, as you saw, this is winterized. So the water heater is bypassed. It's in winter mode, and the lines are all filled with antifreeze. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.